Avon Resources Limited is a gold exploration company with significant projects in British Columbia and the Yukon. Trading on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol ABN, and the OTCQB, symbol ABNAF. Surrounded by world-class gold deposits and mines, Avon's 23,000 hectares Forest Kerr Gold Project is located in the heart of the Golden Triangle in northwestern BC. For more information, visit us at avonresources.com.
You're listening to HowStreet.com radio, available online at TalkDigitalNetwork.com. Welcome to HowStreet.com radio, the online source for market opinions. Here is Jim Goddard.
My guest is market historian Bob Hoye. He's the chief investment strategist for chartsandmarkets.com. Welcome back to the show, Bob.
Yeah, hi, Jim. I always look forward to our getting together.
Bob, we like to kick off our show by answering listener questions, and we have a question from Kate. She says, I have an internationally oriented question for Bob. Well, Bob, we are international. During this current melt-up in U.S. equities, it seems like European equities are following a similar near-vertical path. The German DAX and the Swiss index have had real spectacular breakouts. Will the European indices and emerging markets be subject to the same rate of decline as U.S. equities when the bubble goes bang?
Yeah. It's an appropriate question, yeah. The powerful rise, that's our colleague Ross was on with that one in early October, and then it was a natural to put on to say that it could establish a peak in the January window, and it did, and then it got hit hard with the virus out of China, and then, well, actually, I guess at the end of January, wrote that the things we followed, base metal prices and the stock market and things were approaching support levels and would likely bounce, and the low was the next February 1st. So we got the bounce, but the top is obscured. So, and the other part of the question is that it's taken up European markets with it. Yep. And it has indeed. And then the final part of the question is, when the U.S. market rolls over, would it take down these other exchanges? And yes, but there could be a nuance to that. The action in outlying exchanges at a major top can sometimes lead the peak in New York. So. And then become orphaned more quickly, because one of the things that is really providing ongoing buying for the Standard & Poor type stocks is just that they are the big cap stocks in the world with the best liquidity. And you've got central banks and fund managers around the world compelled to buy equities, so they've been buying New York. And but I think the lesser exchanges, outlying exchanges, will lead the next decline. And then New York will follow, and then, of course, when this eventually gets into a bear market, it could be rather significant on the way down.
SoftBank has taken a multi-billion-dollar hit. What's happening there, Bob?
Well, they were funding these, what do they call them, unicorn stocks, where they're huge companies with huge operations, and they borrow billions to keep them all going because the revenues are not adequate. But and SoftBank was very aggressive in funding and is running into hard times, and I think this is a natural.
Hard times. Well, it is always hard to start a new business, so it's riskier, and they must have been paying much higher rates.
Well, the market was crazy and would throw literally billions of dollars at these concept stocks. Well, Tesla is another one. So, anyways, one of the key investors in these unicorn stocks is discovering that they are making some mistakes and they're getting hit. So we'll be looking at this one to see how it all continues.
We'll have more with Bob Hoye right after this.
Engineer Gold Mines is focused on the exploration and development of the historic high-grade Engineer Gold Mine situated 32 kilometers southwest of Atlan, British Columbia. Engineer Gold Mines is fully permitted for surface and underground exploration with the drill program now underway. Engineer Gold Mines Limited trades on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol EAU. For more information, please visit us at engineergoldmines.com.
Cypress Development Corp. is developing a world-class lithium resource in the heart of Clayton Valley, Nevada. The size of the resource makes the Clayton Valley project a premier asset with the potential to impact the future of lithium supply. Cypress Development Corp. trades on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol CYP, the OTCQB, symbol CYDVF, and on Frankfurt, symbol C1Z1. For more information, please visit our website, cypressdevelopmentcorp.com.
Welcome back. We're speaking with Bob Hoye. Bob, if you're a small firm, is it easy to find workers to get yourself up and going?
Well, this was the headline that in actually the Wall Street Journal just the other day, and it was the smallest firms are struggling to find workers. So it's the very low unemployment, and businesses that are expanding finding it difficult to find workers, good workers. So again, that's symptomatic of the top of a boom.
Now, these small firms, are they retailers? Are they offices? Are they high
tech?
They're
everything. I was just looking at the headline. Smallest firms struggle to find workers, and that's the news.
And, of course, if you're smaller, you may not be paying the highest wages or offer the best benefits.
Yeah, oftentimes it is the benefits and human relations and the whole thing that... And then, of course, going the other way, you get companies that just get so big that the inertia is such that they cannot adapt to changing circumstances. So it's always... being a business historian has been a fascinating trip. And you can see businesses doing the same thing, and financial markets doing the same thing for hundreds of years.
Of course, a lot of the perks now aren't monetary. It's gym memberships and having an espresso machine in the office and so on.
You said it, Jim.
We'll have more with Bob Hoye right after this.
Media recognition from Bloomberg, Reuters, recycling trade publications, patented process for 100% recovery of critical metals, including cobalt, lithium, nickel, manganese, aluminum. American Manganese is focused on recycling lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles. American Manganese trades on the TSX Venture, AMY, the US, AMYZF, and Frankfurt 2AM. For more information, visit AmericanManganeseInc.com or phone me, Larry Ray, at 778-574-4444.
Don't miss out. Stay informed. Receive the HowStreet.com weekly recap with thought-provoking podcasts, radio, and articles delivered to your inbox. Sign up for the HowStreet.com weekly recap on our homepage at HowStreet.com.
Welcome back. We're speaking with Bob Hoye. Bob, consumer insolvencies are near a record high in Canada. Is that because of the problems in the oil patch in Alberta?
That could be part of it. You've got crazy politics going on in this country because they've been federally and actually provincially building a bigger and bigger welfare state. And then the leftist political parties, the more they have on welfare or wards of the state, and they're looking after, the more built-in votes they have. So, and yet now, unlike in the past, this political apparatus for welfare and handouts and free stuff, that's one side of it. But the other side is the movement that goes with it, which is anti-business. And they don't want... Now, Canada's a huge producer an exporter of resources, everything from lumber to base metals to precious metals to energy products in huge size and competitively. So you've got this political movement that demands free, at the same time is thwarting the ability of those who do work to make money, to pay the taxes that provides free stuff to the people who want free stuff. So then now you've got within the native community this antagonistic side is all going on about pipelines in BC, and they're shutting down important rail lines in Ontario. Now, of course, this is highly organized, and these days with internet, you can get messages around in an instant, but also there's a lot of money behind it. And a few years ago, the National Post published articles on the American funds that are funding agitators in Canada, because in the United States, these like Rockefeller funds and various other titled the Soros ones, they have to file with the income tax people how they disperse their money. So it all shows up. So Canadians from one end of the continent to another are being inconvenienced by a few people who are on a crazy mission. And the crazy mission is that they want everything free, and the other half of it is that they don't want anybody to work to make the money to provide free stuff. Jim, it's a form of madness, and I hope that this is probably so extreme and ordinary people can get so fed up with it that this could be, use a market term, ending action. I would really welcome ending action to political ambition.
Bob, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Jim, good to be with you, and we look forward to next week.
My guest has been market historian Bob Hoye. He's the chief investment strategist for chartsandmarkets.com. If you have any questions for Bob, you can send them to info@housestreet.com. Our YouTube channel is Talk Digital Network. Find us on Twitter @HoweStreet. We're also on Facebook. I'm Jim Goddard. Thank you for listening.
Comments made on HoweStreet.com radio are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any matter whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Available online at TalkDigitalNetwork.com. HoweStreet.com radio is a production of HoweStreet Media Incorporated.